The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken way up at the 25. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And incomplete to open things up.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brady.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases.
Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle, a 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Brady. Caught by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans from 21 yards away. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more, so that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this a very, very short kick. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Purdy gets this one to Juszczyk. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against this defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. to about the 48-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw again on second down. Purdy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Second down at 5.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Brady now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He's going to keep this again.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
They go play action here. Purdy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd play.
2nd and 11 now.
Here's Brady to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady dumps it off to Fournette.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Again, it's Brady. Over the middle here to Rudolph.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Looking downfield for Godwin.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. look to throw again. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, they'll go back to Mitchell. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's caught by Warner, the tight end. Touchdown, 49ers! Charlie Warner, 52 yards. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady going to throw here. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, in the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Brady going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
This is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.